Hey there, welcome back to Silverrun. We're now in October, and I have some rain on the way. We'll take a look at the calendar real quick. Where's the calendar? Well, not the calendar, the weather. Looks like we have some rain coming in, maybe around 1 p.m. So, you should be okay to get the rest of these oats harvested, but as you can tell, the oats are ready. Get them harvested. We are almost full there, and we'll get it shut off. Alright, we're going to leave that there. Now, I have not set up anything. I am completely unprepared for this harvest here, but I've done some things around the farm. As you can see, off in the distance there. We still have one row of trees. I ended up leaving one row up. And I put in another shed. So let's go take a look at that real quick. We need to run down there and grab a truck anyway. So put up this little fence here because there's quite the drop off. We did some landscaping. Added in a light here on the corner. I kind of cut into the hillside there and put in this large shed. Now this is part of the expansion pack, so I wanted to use it. And found a spot that we could. So it actually fit in here pretty good with a bit of landscaping. We got it in here. So let's go ahead and grab a truck. You know what? Let's just use the Globetrotter here. Been working on getting some of the equipment parked over here cleaned up and stowed away. Trying to keep it organized. We do have two semi-trucks down at the sawmill. We're going to head down there a little bit later in this episode and get some things done. There's actually something I want to try. I think you guys may find it a little neat. And you may not have known about it. So stay tuned for that. We'll ease around over here beside the iron furnace. Alright, we'll just leave the truck there. Now, the field that is up the way a bit, I have already harvested that. Oh, wrong piece of equipment there. So we just have another pass or two on this field, and then we'll move over into the large field just over that direction. So I did find another piece of equipment that I bought. Don't need it. But I'm actually just going to take it up to the sawmill. I think it'll help me out up there with doing some of the unloading. It's another Volvo excavator. That's the smaller one. It's not the big one. And it has the grapple on it. So we're going to just take that up there. It was on sale. I had to buy it. So yeah, I ended up getting all of those logs harvested, and I ended up cutting some of them up into 8-meter lengths, and I took those down to the paper company on the smaller trailer that I have. I towed it over there with the tractor. So the paper company, I bought it. It was full of wood, and I even took a little bit more down there. And then I also took some wood up to the sawmill. But we are going to need to put some more into the sawmill today. If we take a look at the production menu, we can see, yeah, there's the paper factory. It's already used some overnight. I need to get some long planks down here on the shingles. And then the sawmill, yeah, we need a lot of wood back into it. So we have 2 full trailer loads of wood staged up there at the sawmill. And that's what we're going to unload today. And I want to show you how you can unload it and what happens. Alright, there we go. We got these 2 fields done. And I am going to go ahead and empty out the combine while I'm here. I'm not sure. Can I sneak along beside the railroad track with a header on? We're going to try it. We're going to try it. I do have the header trailer back up there. But let's see if we can't just ease over here. Stay on the little path that I've been wearing in. Oh yeah, no problem. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to let a helper work on this field. I'm actually going to use courseplay because we can maybe use that to do some baling for us as well. So let's get this started real quick. Alright, we'll get the combine moved around here so it can start out well. I have been working on some of the rock piles that were over here and got those broken up and piled up, and I haven't picked up the rocks yet. I do have a nice pile. Alright, we're going to let him go. I'll save that course in a little while. Hopefully I don't forget to do that. And let's see, we're going to run back over here to the farm. Let's go ahead and move the truck over, and then we're going to go ahead and head down to the sawmill, and we'll get to work on that. So I do have one thing to mention. A lot of you guys had commented after my last video about the Volvo trucks, the traction issues. So it sounds like it's not just me having the issues. But one thing I did try after reading some of the comments, I shortened up the wheelbase on the truck I was having issues. So let's just move over there this way. So this is the truck. If you remember, I had well, the dual axles on the back. So I shortened it up just to see if it would make a difference, and lo and behold, it did. So now I actually have some traction to turn. So it's actually pulling this better with just a single axle. So I think what that is doing is moving the pin up closer to the front axle, giving a little weight to allow us to steer. So if you guys have been having issues with the trucks, going with the shorter axle or the single axle in the back seems to be helping out. And it looks like we have had a fender bender up here. I'm just going to go by. There's plenty of folks that can help them out. So we're taking the big loader up to the sawmill. We're going to use it to unload the trucks. Now I know I can just back into the pond there, but we're not going to do that. To me, that doesn't seem very realistic. We got a slowpoke in front of us. Old grandma ain't got nowhere to be. We'll just pass her. Hey, she's gonna speed up. How about that? I hate when people do that. Of course, I passed her and then turned in front of her, so that's not much better. Oh, man. Alright, we are down here, well, up here at the mill. And there are our trucks. Loaded up. A lot of timber up here at the sawmill. So let's get pulled around over here somewhere out of the way. Ooh, caught that railroad crossing there. That's strange. The loader's actually sliding around a bit, and I had the straps hooked up, so that is odd. All right, let's get this thing unloaded here. Alright, so what we're going to do is try and unload these trucks and then put the timber into the pond. Let me go ahead and get, oh, I am still running fast. Let me go ahead and get the truck straps unbuckled. Alright, so I have not tried this yet. This will be a first for me. Trying to unload this oh, you know what? This trailer... Ooh, I don't know if this... Can't see. I don't know if this grapple here is going to fit between that bunk. Let's see. That is probably not ideal, but it might work. Can I see better inside? I cannot see inside. Alright, now I don't think I can pick, I don't know if I can pick up this entire load at once. I think it's too heavy. So let's just get part of it. Alright, there we go. Oh man, that actually worked out really well. Except they're too long for me to turn here. I'm going to hit the trailer. Well, I didn't think this through very well, did I? Let's see if we can make our way around. There we go. And our combine has a full grain tank, but we'll have to work on that here in a little bit. So, don't... Whoa, no. That's not good. Let's see. Let's bring the weight back. There we go. I had it up too high. That was my fault. Okay. So, the pond, you notice there is already grabbing the logs. But if you drop over here into the pond, the logs float. Isn't that cool? So the logs will actually float on the pond. Now some of you may have already known that. I did not until recently. I think that is a really, really neat feature. Now getting this log off is going to be difficult because I don't know if I can get up underneath it. Let's see. Just barely. Alright. I think I'm... Oh, boy. So I probably should have had this truck parked in a different location, and when we unload the other one, we'll do that. If the logs weren't so long, it wouldn't really be an issue, but since I was trying to save a little bit of handling, it ended up being just a little too long. But yeah, isn't that neat that the logs just float on the water? That's really cool. I like that. Alright, so we have one truck unloaded. So let me hop out here and let's get it moved because it is going to be in the way. And then let's see, where's the other one? Let's try and move it to a different location. I'm not really sure where to put it, to be honest with you. Maybe we'll just pull it up right here. Maybe something like that. We'll give that a shot. Alright, so this trailer has plenty of room. I can grab the logs pretty much anywhere. Let's see, can we pick all of them up? Can we? Let's see. If I get the load back over us, I think we might be able to. Holy moly. That's a lot of weight. A whole lot of weight. Alright, let's bring the load down. Keeping the thing back over the cab as much as we can. Let's see, are we going to hit? Oh, we are going to hit over there. There we go. That works out. That did not work out. Way too much weight. Let's go ahead and drop these suckers. Well, or not. There we go. And there we have it. We've put all of those logs into the sawmill that quick with this big loader. So I'm actually leaving this down here. We're going to park it down. This is now going to be my unloader down here at the sawmill. I think what I'll do is put it underneath the shed here. Hopefully it'll fit. Oh, it may not. Let's see, can we put this down any more? Will it fit underneath there? Oh, it's gonna be close, it's gonna be close. Oop. Oh man, how about that? Alright, we're gonna leave it there. Very good. So we have our log trucks down here. I will take those back down in just a little while. We have this truck down here We'll deal with that in a bit. So let's move back down here and get this oat harvest going along. So yeah, the sawmill logs floating like that is a really cool feature. I didn't know about it, and it's really something you wouldn't know about until you actually drop some logs into the pond. So yeah, a really neat feature. I think that kind of stuff is what adds just that much more realism. Oh, don't go. Oh, he's going to take off. Well, we will drive along with him, I guess. So this is actually only my second crop harvest on the map. We did some grass harvesting, but this is we had some soybeans, and then now we have the oats here. Let's see, what is this guy doing? Oh, he is starting his back and forth rows, it looks like. Okay, so we're gonna let him work. One of the few things I've been able to get a helper to help me with. So we're going to go ahead and get started with some baling, and we're going to hop in the Massey, and we'll go ahead and hook up to the baler and get going with that. I gotta remember where I put the baler. I think it's back here. So you may notice too, I have brought in some gravel. Got some gravel brought in around the farm, so things are starting to look a little more manicured. A little bit more industrial. I've done a little bit of decorating up around the house, but not much. Put a couple lights in on the back porch. This map is gorgeous in the fall. I do love the colors of the trees. Even the bushes change colors now, so that's really cool. Well, they may do that base game, I'm not real sure. But the bushes they have on this map do tend to stand out a bit. I don't think we're going to get very many bells off of this field here. Now, you may notice I did leave the trees beside the shed there. May end up taking those down. I'm not real sure. Kind of in the way. I could use that side of the shed a little better if I didn't have the trees there, so I may end up cutting those down. But I do need to start thinking about planting some trees somewhere else too. I do have a lot of seedlings left over. I'll get some time to work on that at some point in the near future. One little bit here, and then we are done with this side. And then we can move over to the other field and get that finished up. There's a little bit of scrap left here. There we go. Yeah, so those trees right there, I think we're going to cut those down at some point. Alright, that is working out pretty good. So I'm going to continue with this field here and get the rest of this baled up, and then we'll hop back over to the other field and finish up the harvesting over there. Alright, I got the other field baled up and the helper here is done, so we're going to grab these few little bits that he left. The corner of this field here is a little sharp, so the workers, they have a little trouble over here. Alright, there we go, and then we have a bit down on the other side. And then once we get this done and cleared off the field, we're going to let a worker bale up the straw for me. Alright, there we go. We have that field, well, all the fields harvested. I'm not sure how much grain we ended up with. We can check that here in just a moment. And then I need to look and see, when do we need to sell the oats? Because I don't have anything that needs to eat them or anything, so best time to sell them is in December, actually. And we are in October, so we have a couple months. We'll hang on to them. We'll just leave them in the trailer parked under the barn. Let's get this moved off. We'll shut that down. We'll come back and pick it up a little bit later. And let's hop in the tractor here and let's get a course set up. All right, so we have that one activated, so I believe now we started at the first waypoint. Is he picking up straw? He is. Very good. So he will run along and handle the baling for us. And I'll go ahead and get this truck taken back down. So it looks like we ended up with just over 34,000 liters of oats. So since I don't have a silo, we're just going to hang on to these in the trailer. Park them under the storage area and keep them dry. And we have about 2 months. We'll hang on to them. And we'll sell them then. You see, the roller coaster is actually making some progress. I have been bringing supplies down to it. And it's moving along. We may end up getting it built before I end this series. And there is the new Volvo that I have. We have picked that up. I do have a bunch of metal here that I need to sell. So things are moving along. things are moving along here. Got a lot of machines, a lot of equipment, and we are rocking along. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to click that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you're notified of all future content. Thanks so much. See you next time.